Hey guys, I'm Chewy Mew, but my real name is Eric, and welcome to another Chewy Mew review where the Spider-Man Origins Battle Pack. Spider-Man versus Green Goblin. So these two came together. Stand up Spider-Man. Marvel 2006. And the Green Goblin says Hasbro 2006 as well. In the video, there's a link in the description to check out all my other their playlist with all my other reviews. Go check that out if you want to see me review the original color of this guy. So this one obviously is a custom. This one, there's no customization done to it. First, let's take a look at Spider-Man. So the Spider-Man doesn't have really much articulation. So I think it definitely looks pretty cool. He does look kind of chubby. Move his arms out of the way. It looks like he kind of has like a slight belly there. But I definitely think this one, despite from the red on the camera, the blue looks much more blue and the red looks much more red than in real life. In real life, the blue looks like the figure looks very faded. I think what happened one time was we were playing outside and we brought this guy, and I think we left him like on my trampoline, and then I think the sun kind of like made him look pale, like it kind of faded away. Like you see right here on the butt here looks more blue than the leg. The blue looks a little bit gray and the butt looks kind of more bluish. The spider, that's a very big, nice spider logo. That's a very big spider logo. I don't remember Spider-Man 1 had that big of a logo. So this figure is it's from the first Spider-Man. Two spiders. The two spiders are drastically different sizes. This way, yeah, the spider's pretty big. Focus. There you go. Focus. There's the face too. Pretty good face sculpt. Come on, zoom. Or focus, I mean. Pretty good looking face sculpt. I definitely think, however, this one looks kind of the most accurate to Tobey Maguire. I feel like this one looks the most accurate because especially like in later movies, he has kind of like bigger looking thighs. You know, not hating on him. I absolutely love Tobey Maguire's portrayal of Spider-Man. You know, he did, however, get a little chubby in Spider-Man 2 and 3. Like, not fat, but he kind of had a bit of a belly. I really like the way this one looked. I just really wish it had, like, you know, a lot of articulation. But, you know, kind of everything. But either way, let's take a look at his articulation. So the head rotates all the way around. Also, if you look here, the neck and the head looks kind of funky, where it looks like the head could, like, tilt this way. But, you know, I guess it kind of tilts a little bit. I don't want to break the neck off, though. He rotates around the torso, and you can hear that clicking. Makes you feel like it's going to break, but it shouldn't. The arm rotates all the way around. He has a rotation here below the shoulder. Single bend in the elbow. Not too much articulation. Only single bend. Move the hand out of the way. And the hand, where his glove begins, rotates all the way around. The legs kick out. About the same. You can't have him sitting. You can kind of have him sitting down like he's doing like crunches or curl ups. They don't go back really much at all, but they do go up. Also here, if you look here, it looks like there, like it's all smooth there. So like the leg, they want you to pose it like with the leg like that and the leg like this. But then the thing when you put him like that, oh yeah, he does kind of stand. He has a single bend in the knee. It doesn't go out completely straight. This one's more bent. The legs, both of the knees are kind of bent, so he's kind of supposed to be like in like a stance rather than just, you know, standing up straight. And then he has a like an ankle hinge or bend, I guess. But this is a 2-pack, and I decided to review both of these in the 2-pack just because you know, it's a 2-pack. And as you may notice, these two look identical, except obviously this one's painted. And also he has different shoulder pads, custom hands, because I lost the hands and shoulder pads. Also, this glider doesn't belong to him. It belongs to another figure, which I also took a look at. I actually bought this 2-pack. I bought it, I think, at KB Toys. I got the 2-pack, and I was like, oh, hey, Green Goblin, that's really awesome. And that Spider-Man 2, I mainly wanted it because I was like, ooh, I want more glider stuff. And you know what I could have done? I could have given this glider to him. Oh, I never thought of that. I could have traded their gliders. But either way, let's put this awesome figure aside and let's take a look at it's not Green Goblin. So I customized this for my upcoming, if you know about it, my upcoming Spider-Man 4, maybe 3 fan film, depending on how things go. And so I customized this figure a few months ago for the sake of making it be like more of a hobgoblin. Like if Harry becomes Hobgoblin, this is what his outfit would look like to keep consistent with the Raimi style villain. They're pretty quick. So these don't rotate around. I thought they do. No, they don't. The glider does bend in. You can curve it, but the thing is, on mine, because how old this is and how much it's been played with, it's kind of wiggly coming off, so I put some glue dots in there. It'll focus. I put some glue dots in these joints here because it was really loose, and if you shook it like this, the wings would fall off. Oops. Pretty nice texture here on the bottom. You know, it's a Toybiz. You can tell this is a Toybiz sculpt because how much detail they put on the part that you're not even going to be seeing too much. All the texture here. It looks exactly like in the movie, which I'm really glad how good it came out. Yeah, it just looks really awesome, really good. And these pumpkin bombs, you can actually move them around. They have different colors, like if you move them, you can see all the greens, like from the, the pumpkin bombs have all like that metallic green on the orange. But either way, yeah, let's put that aside next to Spider-Man, or let's put it here so Green Goblin can be in the center third. All right, and so this figure, custom painted, and the one thing is, which I don't know how to fix that, is when you bend joints like the elbows and the knees, some of the paint wears off. It's not really, it's kind of noticeable, but like from a distance, it's not too noticeable. But yeah, I customized this one because I had another Green Goblin that I really like, and I was like, hey, this upcoming Spider-Man project, I'm just going to do that. I think it looks pretty cool. The articulation and the overall figure does, however, feel a little bit cheaper than this guy, because this is from Toybiz, the original Toybiz, and this is a Hasbro re-release, and it doesn't, the plastic on these two, and the joints and everything, this one feels a little more like, I don't know, like cheaper. It doesn't feel as high quality as this figure. Maybe because Toybiz was trying to cut costs or they used different plastic or something. But either way, put that guy back aside. I love that figure. I know I'm going to keep saying I love that figure, but I really do. So, if you take off the mask, you can see you have Norman Osborn's head under here. And I painted it, painted his hair brown so that it would look more like kind of like Harry. It doesn't look like Harry. It still looks like Norman Osborn with brown hair. Focus on the face. Yeah. And also, so the paint I put, obviously you can see where I put the paint. I put like some paint around the torso. I painted all the muscles of the six-pack and around it. Painted that blue. Tried painting all of like the parts that would be like, I don't know, like just like, yeah, painted those spots. Painted more here, here. The helmet, I painted the ears and some of the like, I don't know, like that would be like the cheeks area. Put the mask like that. Come on, focus. Come on, focus. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I painted the eyes red, painted the inside of the mouth black, because originally it's kind of gray, and I painted the teeth like silvery whitish. And yeah, on the back, I didn't do any painting. It looks really, I think it looks kind of funky from the back, but either way, I really like the way this figure came out. I think it looks almost official. I think it looks really good. But either way, let's put the mask back on. Let's take a look at his articulation. So in the head, he does have like feels like a ball joint in the head with, it tilts left and right. It can look up. It can't really look up too much. It can look down okay. It just has a lot of ball joint, and also this joint here, this neck joint, if you can see right there, the one I'm touching with my finger, you can actually, if you take this off, you can actually rotate that too. Alright, put the mask back on, which actually the original Green Goblin figure, the one I have here, I'm not going to bring him back, he actually doesn't have a head that can do this. So that's one plus this figure has. He also has a like a ball joint here in the torso, which it's not too good. It doesn't really go back much, which on the original one it does. It has more range of motion. Even before I painted it, this joint was kind of stiff. He has rotation here in the waist, with the arms out, rotation here in the waist, rotates all the way around. It also does look like the figure is kind of opening up there. You know, it seems like I'm hating on this figure. I love this figure still, but you know, I just prefer the other one more. I know it's kind of weird, but looks like the joint's kind of opening up here. I was always scared that it was going to break, but I don't think it will. The arms rotate all the way around. They would go all the way up, but his shoulder pads stop it. The shoulder pads also, they can move up and they can move down, and you can see there's some green paint there. The shoulder pads, when I move them up, they peeled off some of the paint. So yeah, so that's kind of funky. The arms have a rotation below the shoulder, double bend in the elbow, rotation here below the wrist. The wrist has a bend right there, and the fist can close and open. The fingers don't really go back too much, but they open like that. Next we go down to the legs, move the arms out of the way. The legs can kick up a pretty good distance, about 90 degrees. It can kick out, and of course, Green Goblin, being athletic, can do the splits. Or I guess technically Hobgoblin now. Rotation here, like on the upper thigh, I guess that would be. Double bend in the knee. rotation. Not too sure what that would be called. The rotation here, though. Rotation there. The ankle feels like the ankle has a pivot. It looks like the foot is kind of crooked, but it doesn't have an ankle pivot. It does have the ankle kind of wiggles. I don't know if it's supposed to, but maybe. And the toe bends. The ankle goes back a little bit and goes forward. The toe bends. You can't bend the toe down because I feel like you might break, but the toe bends back. And yeah, that's all for the articulation on this guy. A lot of articulation, really good. I'm really glad Hasbro went back and re-released some of Toybiz's figures. Like they did modify stuff a little bit here and there, but I'm really glad they released figures so like you know, kids like me that didn't have the privilege of being able to buy all these figures new, like in stores and stuff, I was able to still get these eventually somehow. It's not the original Toybiz one, but I still think these two look pretty awesome. I think they look really good together. The glider looks just like from the movie. I think it looks awesome, and this set is really away. I'll see you guys in the next review. You know, let me know if you liked it. You know, leave a like if you want to, and subscribe if you want to see more reviews and like goofy stuff like me reviewing a piece of cheese. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.